Today I wanted to talk about the hand a little bit. Just some very basics about the hand, and then we'll get into more details on another video. But just to kind of bring people up to speed, if you've never ever studied the bones of the hand, or you need a quick refresher. Now, all of these little smaller bones located here are known as the carpal bones. These are your wrist bones. And we're going to have a separate video that's going to talk about the name of each one of these carpal bones. And I'll talk about a really hilarious way to learn the carpal bones. But for right now, just as an introduction, these small bones are known as the carpal bones. So literally, these are what they call gliding joints. These are bones that glide across one another. They kind of slide back and forth against one another to allow you to be able to make some type of motion. So when your wrist rotates like this, part of that movement is aided by these small bones being able to slide and glide against one another. So that you want to keep that in mind, that all that wrist action is actually a part of all these smaller bones gliding across one another. When someone says that they have carpal tunnel or carpal tunnel syndrome, they are referring to this area located here. You actually have a bundle of nerves and tendons that run right through this space. Believe it not or not, this space is what's called the carpal tunnel, because you have a carpal here and a carpal here. And what ends up happening is there's a ligament band that wraps around it like this. So there's a ligament band, just like a wristband, that goes from here all the way over here. And when it wraps around the carpals like this, it creates a tunnel. And my finger running through this tunnel is representing those tendons and those nerves. See how this looks like a tunnel? Can you imagine a band, like a rainbow, a band just wrapping over the top of this? And so all these tendons and nerves pass through here. And when that band becomes compressed and there's all that pressure on those nerves, that pressure can cause your fingertips to start to tingle. Your fingertips start to go kind of numb. And that's the compression leading to damage of those nerves passing through the carpal tunnel, which then leads to individuals experiencing the carpal tunnel syndrome. So when you say carpal tunnel, oftentimes you hear people use it for short for saying they have carpal tunnel syndrome. But this thing here is actually the carpal tunnel. It's a tunnel made out of the carpal bones and a band of ligamentous tissue. And it's referring to the damage done to the nerves that pass through the carpal tunnel. Now, these bones located across here, these are known as metacarpals. So just like these are the carpals, they're the bones in your wrist, you have the metacarpals, which are in the palm of your hand. Now, what throws people off is when they first see the bones of the hand, they think that these things are fingers, and so they label them incorrectly. But they're almost indistinguishable from the rest of the bones in your finger due to the fact that there's no tissue here. There's no muscle here to show you that these bones are different from these bones. So if I put my right hand beside it, and I've got my hand's a lot bigger than this hand. Needless to say, I can palm a basketball very easily. But when you look at the palm of my hand, you can see that this area right here is matching this area located here. So the palm of my hand is where the metacarpals are actually located. So these are metacarpals. And then all of these smaller bones located above it are the bones that make my fingers. So each one of these bones is a phalange. Some of these are usually referred to as phalanges when you're talking about them in the plural sense. So they begin with the thumb and they work their way over to the pinky. Now, when you're naming these are metacarpals and then these are phalanges. But we number these things. And the reason why we're numbering them isn't to be difficult or frustrating. It's just when we number them, we know which finger and which part of the hand we're talking about. The thumb is number one. So thumb one, thumb number one. Then the pointing finger is number two. The middle finger is number three. The ring finger is number four. And the pinky finger is number five. And that's how the numbers are going to go for the metacarpals as well as the phalanges. So because thumb is one, and we're talking about the bone that connects the thumb to the rest of the hand, metacarpal 1 is with the thumb. Metacarpal 2 is pointing back at you. Metacarpal 3, well, I'm not going to say the rhyme that came to my mind, but maybe that'll be it. Metacarpal 3 is finger number 3. Metacarpal 4, the ring got you at the door, and metacarpal 5 is pinky swear and stay alive, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Metacarpal 1, metacarpal 2, metacarpal 3, metacarpal 4, metacarpal 5. And then the phalanges are the same way. All of these phalanges are group 1. These phalanges are group 2. These phalanges are group 3. These phalanges are group 4. And these phalanges are group 5. I noticed that instructors are teaching the order of the parts of the names of these bones differently depending on who you're taking for your class. For example, when I learned it, it was word, number, word. Word, number, word. And what I mean by that is, let's use the thumb for the beginning. This phalanx, this particular finger bone, is the one that's closest to the palm of my hand. So he's a proximal. This phalanx is the one that's furthest away from the palm of my hand. So he's distal. The thumb only has 2 bones in it versus all your other finger bones. All your other fingers have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. All of the other fingers have 3 bones. The thumb does not. It only has 2. And that's because it's an opposable joint. So whereas this finger is lacking one more bone to give it the security that you and I may feel that it deserves, it may be shortchanged one bone, but it's all good because of what we're gonna gain in movement. It can make the movement of opposition. That's why we call it an opposable thumb. It does opposition. It can move across the plane of the hand, which the other fingers, all they do is just curl like this. But your thumb can flex, and it can fold over the palm of your hand. It can do opposition, whereas your other fingers can't do that. They can bend, which is not a bad thing. You want your fingers to bend. They just can't work like opposable thumbs. So this is a proximal 1 phalanx. This is a proximal. This is a distal 1 phalanx. This is a proximal 2 phalange or phalanx. That's a middle 2, and that's a distal 2. This is a proximal 3. That's a middle 3 and a distal 3. This is a proximal 4, middle 4, distal 4, proximal 5. Middle 5, distal 5. So the little bones that are closest to the palm of your hand are proximal. The ones who are in the middle are, of course, middle. And the ones that are furthest away from your palm of your hand are distal. And so if you can keep that in mind when you're going over the hand, it will help you immensely as you're going through the bones of the hand and other details as well. That's all we have time for today. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share this content. And if there are other things that you want to learn and other things you want to know, please leave a comment below. We'll see you on the next go around.